on the screen and I'm bopping the beat. Crystal's got a theory and she's bringing the heat. With a playlist rolling and a case to crack, she's digging through the weird and she ain't looking back. Crystal's crime and music. Hey, hey, hey. Weird little whispers and a beat that slays. She's grooving through the rumors, dancing through the doubt. Hop on the stream and help her figure it out. She's got headphones on and snacks in hand. She's sleuthing in slippers, ain't it grand? Crimes and chords, it's a curious mix, but she'll remix that mystery just for kicks. Crystal's crime and music, let's roll. Talking strange old stories with a heart and soul. From cryptic clues to a disco track, she's chasing down weirdness and never looks back. She don't solve crime, just talks and vibes with a keyboard click and detective drive. She's got music moods and wild ideas and a soft spot for victims through the years. Is that a ghost? Or just bad Wi-Fi? Did that dude lie? Or is it all a sigh? Whatever the twist, Crystal's on the screen with a snack, a song, and a mystery meme. So grab your tea and your favorite chair. She's cracking up theories out of thin air. One part groove, one part hum. It's Crystal's show, let's have some fun. Crystal's crime and music, tune it loud, where the silly gets spooky and the beats are proud. She's laughing, guessing, and spilling the tea. Come vibe with the queen of crime and melody.
Scrolling through my feed, what do I see tonight? Tiny little trolls picking every fight. Hey, typing with the claws, the Wi-Fi's always slow. Living in the basement caves where sunshine doesn't go. Hey, trolling bells, trolls are on parade. Hey, laughing while their crusty comments don't make sense, they make. Hey, trolling bells, they scream behind the screen. But in real life, they're just baby trolls who never wipe their wing. Woo! Here they come again, shouting clip with flair. Acting like detectives, but there's cash apps everywhere. Posting in the chats with meanness in their hearts. Mad that all the subs are scrolling in my chat while they snack on old fridge sludge.
Oh, just what a snack. Yum.
Ha! Trolling bells, watch them rage and pout. Talking big on YouTube, but they whisper when they're out. Ah! Trolling bells, grumping all the way. Cartoon trolls just dance around while real ones run away. Bounce, bounce, wiggle, wiggle, shake your neon hair. Kick those glitter boots up high, trolls can only stare. Wobble, pop, sparkle, drop, hit that candy beat. We're cute as pie, they're salty fries who crumble in defeat. Every panel night, true crime talk is strong. Then the trolls come creeping and they're always wrong. Hey. They can't spell a word, but they try to give advice. Bless their tiny troll hearts, though they're clueless, but they're nice.
Well, sorta.
Trolling bells, we laugh and let them be. Because their goofy tantrums are our free comedy. Yay! Trolling bells, cute trolls rule the night. While YouTube goblins cry online, cause everything is bright. Sparkle trolls, unite. Let the hate eaters bite. We're dancing through the common fields. Good vibes win tonight.
Your membership is more than just a
People talking over each other.
That's not that's not at all what's happening.
No.
From that moment she left here up till now, like I said, it's got
Okay. Go ahead, Don. Sorry.
But you know, it
Are you done? Are
happens,
you done?
and we all get caught in that stuff. You know, we've all made that mistake. every one of us. Every one of us. None of us have an excuse. We have to forgive each other. We have to go on. You know, we've all made that mistake. I've made that mistake several times over, and I'll be the first one to tell you. I mean, you know.
Did he
So I
mention you
forgive
would say that
everybody.
to him?
No. All I know is the TBI was talking to him today. I know that for a fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Tennessee Truth, did you?
And,
I'm sorry.
But I know he didn't go to jail or anything like that. Me and him, we made an agreement to talk to each other, you know, and forget all the gossip, which goes on frequently, you know, with every, you know, how it happens. We've all been there, you know.
Yeah. Hey,
None
Tennessee
of
Truth,
us
are you
are,
there?
we've all got caught in that web.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
I just can't hear.
good.
This is Bull Scout, Tennessee. They got a festival going on. And Candace and Titi and Jim Billy set this up. Look how pretty this is, guys.
Hey, how you
Cupid here.
doing?
It's going good.
All
I just
right.
wanted to let you know.
Good.
I know that people are pressuring you to quit drinking, but if you've been drinking a long time, you could have, you know, bad withdrawal symptoms, and you could even pass. You know, so you can't just go cold
But
turkey.
I haven't,
Your body depends on it.
but I haven't been doing that. My thing is, I mean, I try to stick with God. Number one, I've had a weed. Okay, I've smoked weed all my life. I can't smoke
Yeah.
weed. They made it apparent that I can't smoke weed. So
Is it legal
I'm
there?
sorry. I'm so sorry. Huh?
Is it legal there?
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Is
I'm sorry. Say
weed
again.
legal there? Is weed legal there?
No, it's not. No,
Oh.
no, it's not in Tennessee.
What about
Right,
medical?
I mean, no,
Medical?
no,
Well, you
no.
know, like if people say, well, you need to quit right now, that's
I'll
not,
love you. I'll be
you
down.
could
So
get sick. You know what I mean? And also, since Candace had that dental work, she shouldn't be smoking because that's going to delay the healing.
Yeah, but that's, you know,
yeah,
easier said than done.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You can't just quit cold turkey. You have to do it slowly, you know.
Yeah.
But if that's if you want to.
Well,
But I know it helps cover the
But-
pain and
but-
all that.
but try to tell that to law enforcement, and then I'll get back with you.
Yeah, just stay
You know
home
what
if y'all
I'm saying?
been drink or whatever. Just stay home like you've been doing. Don't get on the road.
Right.
Since y'all were real
Okay.
close at that church, you know, I don't know the name of it, but you know how where they had a video of
Seventh-day Adventist.
your baby, being held by a lady. Do y'all have any idea if
Yeah,
or do y'all
that's
have
Robin.
any feeling that they could have someone there could have tried to take her?
No, they loved her. They loved her, and no way, no.
All right. Well, I
no.
don't know. It just something didn't seem right, but I
No.
just wanted to ask and you know try to give you a little bit of advice about
I know it's
you
funny.
know
I get it.
Candace,
Some things don't seem right. I understand that.
I know, but everybody's some people I notice talk nice about you, but then when they're talking to you live or whatever, then they try to be all friendly. So you got to watch out for people. Just saying.
Yeah, I think
Not
that
just,
I think that's human nature.
yeah, well,
It's just
you're
human
forgiving.
nature.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all take care, everybody. Just want to let y'all
God
know.
bless you. Love you.
Okay, go ahead, Tennessee Truth. Sorry.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah, hey.
Good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are. What we're looking at here is what I went over the other day. This is TT hacking my bank accounts. What I wanted to put here, but Tiffany must be busy, I couldn't find it, is the interview with TT, where TT started all kinds of problems with Squall, saying that Squall stole her story and it was a completely different story. I know I've covered it in the past. Please look for it. If not, I'm going to cover it again because TT will be covered at least once a week from now till we get answers for summer. That's a guarantee. But here, what you see here is TT hacking my MyLife account and stealing money from me and my husband's bank accounts, from our debit cards. That's what this is. Let me zoom it in. And the next one I'm going to read, so I'll just stay on screen. Justin is her husband. Amanda Hope Hensley is her. Here's my name to show it's my email. I showed you last week when Andrew threw a fit in my chat as he was sticking up for TT, which was really odd because they shouldn't even know each other. Correct? Let's continue.
Just wanted to tell you that I wish that you would take my advice and please get off of these channels.
Okay. Hold on, I'm listening to you. Okay.
Yeah, she's a hater of the channel. I forgot that lady was gonna start talking crap, and I dropped her.
Okay. Amanda Hensley. One mutual friend, Nana for life. Nana at that time was my friend on Facebook. Thank you for believing me. I have completely shut Squall out of my life for 7 months. She won't stop attacking me. I've not lied about anything. I'm not a threat to her. She says horrific things that are not true. She doxed me and my husband, but she doesn't want me to dox her. I wouldn't do her like she is me. I'm not her. My heart and my intentions are not to harm, especially Summer and her case. But TT, you're involved in every single aspect of Summer's case. I answer her a few times. She says I'm a mess. I don't understand why she's coming after me. I never gave her a reason. She knows I'm not a threat to her. She doxed me, my husband, today. She said Annie's full name. She is reckless. I think she knew the Wells before she knows. I think that because I asked her directly. She never proved that Candace found that outfit I matched up. She lied about that today, among so much more. Sage, what happened? You can call me if you like. I don't mind if you record. Oh my God, I just realized something. and it may be why she's coming at me. One of the names I turned in, I think, was her husband or her late father-in-law of the woman. Becca is her that's married to Robert Gene Crawford. I believe Squall to be a woman named Rebecca Crawford. I especially believed it at that time, and I still believe it today. Gene recently passed away. He was rumored to be the drug kingpin in Fall Branch connected to Wishon. I'm ready to pay a lawyer to take her down and hold her accountable. I did some researching yesterday with the name you gave me. If you talk to Juanita, be careful. I think it was this group that tried her around when she was here. Hold on. Mike Brooks, Lindsay Lawson, Dusty, Raven, and Patty. I made acquaintance connections to the names you gave me for Squall. I also got some of TM's connections. I'm taking a break. I'm scared. I just realized yesterday I gave her husband's name while she was on the phone. Call listening to me. Turn the names in. I'm serious. I'm in serious trouble. That explains everything. Toured, not tried. Tired. This is just us sending shit back and forth. I'm still in shock. I think I thought she was Marlena's sister. If she's Gene Crawford's wife, are you sure she's Becca Crawford? Her husband is Gene Crawford, Robert Crawford, his dad, Gene Crawford. She goes on to show me the fight between her and Annie. Let me let you guys read this. I'll zoom it in. Hey, Dev. I reach out to you first. I've stated over and over after your live. Yes, I sent you the photo. You said you could show it of her. Okay, so what this was about, and I'll show it another day, is there was a picture of TT as a child on a horse with Annie Crawford, and Annie and her were fighting over whether it was TT, her, Annie, and Squall was involved. That's Athie's plane. Amanda Athie. The other one that was suing me. That's the guy that died on Amanda Athie's father-in-law's street. I'm having trouble getting the Greenville Sun link to open. I'll be off work by 4:30 today. I'm just going to zoom through. It's just us going through shit. I think you're really on to something. I feel sick too. We have to talk to TBI and pray they listen. I asked TT to call TBI several times. She never did. She told me she would have never proved it. This is the guy that owns the Marathon Restaurants, Alan Johnson. He's a race car driver. I hope to God TB knows I'm scared. I'm scared, Chris. I researched the owner of the racetrack in Bulls Gap. Alan and Vic Hill have to be connected too. Worse than cornbread. I'm trying to get through work. I'm a mess. I'll text you as soon as I get home. Let me tell you why I said the marathon stuff. They refused to allow her to put flyers up. And then all of a sudden she said, you'll see what happened. But she was able to put flyers up. Years later. Thank you, little Dev. You rock. You guys can, I have these posted. Holy moly, my mouth is on the floor. It makes perfect sense. More sense than a beer theory. And here's us just sending shit back and forth. I really don't have the time to read all this. I'm still, okay, this is just her sending me a bunch of shit. Here we go about the Marathon gas station. Hold on. Okay, rest your clear head and make sure you take care of yourself. Peace. Thank you for helping me. I send her Tim Mullins thing. This is an email from Scott H. and her. Oh, thank God, this may be the man who abused Tennessee Truth, and he has been on PG or at least a month flirting with women. She's got to be in a very bad place right now. Can you be sure she's okay since you talked to her? Hold on, let me go see if I can read the top part of that. I can't. But anyways, that's her in emails showing that she was fucking around with Scott H. I'm just trying to get through this quick because this is a long live. Texting with her right now. She had texted me through the night and I just woke up and responded to her. Thank you, Scott. I'm crying. Thankfully, she has you. I'm a person who values integrity, and because of my own history of CA and SA, I'm 100% protective of other survivors. This is why I have such a heart for Jody Sue. Thank you so much, Scott, for all you do for victims. Please, if you can look into this guy. So this is her asking Scott H for help. This is her sending me a picture that she said Tim Mullen. Tim Mullen posted this picture as a way to scare her. That's what she told me. This was one of his thumbnails. And she didn't like that it was his thumbnail. Because he looks like the guy that assaulted her. Some were saying he is a Light. Frank Light came up, but I'm unsure based on his mugshot compared to Axel's profile. Tony Light came up also. There was an Anthony S. Light that fits his age range in Kingsport, but he used to live on Light Road in Rogersville. Someone had said he is very familiar with Beach Creek. Could Tony Light be who has been so involved in, to me, very creepy on PG's panel and chat? I have felt I never seen a Tony Light on PG's channel. I'm just saying. Let's skip through. That's the thing. That particular gas line of stations won't allow flowers to be hung. He owns 90% of the gas stations. I pitched a fit because they wouldn't allow us to hang her flyers. I think Cam did a video about it too because they denied him too. So here she is in cahoots with Cam as well. Hey, wee Scottish. Thank you, Dev. You rock. Anyways, you get the point. I'm going to let it play and let you guys read it so that we can get to the next part because this is an hour and 10 minutes long. She also admitted she has contact with Ryan Upchurch, who said that he's going to put a reward out for Summer, never did. And then shit got tied up in court for him. This next part's still part of the messages. However, this is her messing with Dawn and Candace, her best friends, who she's at the tree lighting ceremony with, the thing with rap, the carnival. She's been to the vigil. She searched for Summer on horseback. She's been playing F shit with Scott, with Tiffany Marie, with Squall, everybody at this point. TT has been extremely, extremely involved. She's laundering money, in my opinion, of course. However, the next part shows her actually fucking with Dawn and Candace during a live.
And I'll never stop loving her. You know, love her with all my heart, and I'll never stop loving her. You know, her mother won't either. Her mother and me will love her forever.
No, they
Always.
talk shit on my cousin.
But as far as the
They
abduction,
don't fucking know.
please let my daughter come home.
Talk shit about my cousin. I'll fuck you up.
Let her
I'm like, oh,
have a free life. Let her go to school. Let her.
This is when I asked about Chris Marcos. Listen to Candace. I don't understand any of this. I hope we have answers soon. I'm so tired. I pray arrests are coming. I hope they at least interrogate him. Okay, I'm putting the phone down. I'll catch up later. She's Candace's best friend. Candace is excited to see her at the tree lighting ceremony. You'll hear that in a little bit. However, here she is under different names, fucking with Candace in chats, bringing up Candace's cousin, Chris Marcos, to make Candace go off. So what you hear is somebody's talking about my cousin. You don't have to talk about my cousin. Let's listen to that again.
And I'll never stop loving her. You know, love her with all my heart, and I'll never stop loving her. You know, her mother won't either. Her mother and me will love her forever.
no, they don't
Always.
talk shit on my cousin.
But as far as the abduction,
They don't fucking know.
please let my daughter come home.
Talk shit about my cousin. I'll fuck you up.
Let her
I'm like, oh,
have a free life. Let her go to school. Let her.
Go ahead. True crime to Mama.
Hi, Dawn. I wanted to send prayers for Summer, and
Okay. Awesome.
and I know you think someone took her, and I want to know, like, specifically, is there anyone that you have in mind or a gut feeling, and what do you think should happen to that person?
If I knew, forgive me, it's getting cold in here. If I knew specifically who took her, I would be straight up their ass right now. And it wouldn't be good for them right now. If I knew the answer to that question.
Also, I was wondering, did you and Candace both get 911 or?
Okay, say again.
You and Candace.
Damn, I can't hold her.
You and Candace, did you both get to call 911 or did just you call?
You mean when I got pulled over and took to jail?
No, I'm talking about Summer.
Somebody called. Oh, we both called.
You both talked to 911? And I
Yeah.
did hear something
They
about
had to,
tree trim.
dispatch.
You both got to talk to dispatch?
Yep.
Keeping her off the 110, 110 Ben Hill Road off of Beach Creek should be the first residence on your right. Reference to a missing 4-year-old. the parents have called in and advised that the mother had went for a walk, came home. Now they can't find her. They've been yelling for her. She's been gone for about 10 minutes now.
I had to be dispatched from Jonesboro to Hawkins County because I was all the way in Jonesboro. And yeah.
Oh, so you talked to two different dispatch agencies. Okay. And
Well,
then
no,
I did.
they dispatched me over to.
Oh, hold on. And Dawn, I did have this theory, and I know you have a lot of different theories, and there's so many people we need to eliminate. There was tree trimming going around in your area. When exactly was the tree trimming in reference to Summer going missing?
Like they was here for like 2 or 3 days beforehand. They've even come up walking up through our property. Summer looked at them, and our boys watched them as they was trimming trees in our area. But the police checked all them out as far as I know. They checked every one of them guys out, and everybody else in the area. So it's just we have no idea and no clue. If I had some sort of clue, believe me, I'd be all over them.
No, not really. See, I got a piece of equipment part that come out there. I hollered that morning. I didn't recognize them, but later that day, or the next day when the FBI got it, Randy brought it to my attention. The guy he worked with. They actually talked to him there. I was in the pickup truck. The mother, the mama, and son. Yeah.
Yeah, did you see anything like
No, not really. See, I got a piece of equipment part that come out there. I hollered that morning. I didn't recognize them, but later that day, or the next day when the FBI got it, Randy brought it to my attention. The guy he worked with. They actually talked to him there. I was in the pickup truck. The mother, the mama, and son.
So you saw one?
Well, she was in the truck. Randy said that she laid up in the back of the truck. It was indicated.
Did she? Oh. The extended cab?
Yeah, I guess it was their truck.
Was that morning?
Yeah.
No,
No, because where we're from Moortown area that way, they give us drive time. At that time, we was leaving 3:30 of the day. So we didn't know nothing about it until we come back to work the next morning.
You guys know a Fred Hill, Jamie Killian? Any of those names ring a bell? Definitely John. Well, do you know Don Wells or not? Okay. He's claiming. So Lake Scout over here, don't know him either.
No.
Yeah.
It was actually an outage that day. I worked the repairs of the beard. He was one working over there most of the day. I think it was like later part, like after lunch, he was over there.
So your guys' work crew saw Summer the morning.
Yeah. I was over there that's before you started, wasn't it? No, I worked that out. When he hit that guy on it, the same day.
So
yeah, we was up to holler the day y'all was.
So why did they stop and talk to the?
We had the roadblock for a big piece of wood.
But did they talk to the Randy? You said that
Randy. Randy spoke to him.
And she was.
No, he's back in North Carolina.
Randy, what's his last name? Do you know? Do you think he would talk to me?
I can't know what Randy. Randy.
You all what, Davey?
Yeah, Davey.
You're Wolf, but Wolf.
Wolf and Davey's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so a bunch of us from up around that way, Moretown. I live in Moretown.
Oh, do you?
So we lost our contract in I'm
Sadie.
I'm Paul Jr.
Paul Jr. Paul Jr.
Childress.
Oh, your name's Paul Childress? That's a common last name here, isn't
You're
it?
from Castle.
Okay. So you know where Bates Station's at.
Yeah. I drive through Main Station every day here.
Okay. So there wasn't a lot of bombing. You guys park your equipment here at night or something? And all that.
Out here, no,
I'm
it was
out,
pretty cool. Like,
long
everybody wasn't in any conflict. The only thing that went on was
Where's
right when I
Bowser
got out
Cemetery?
was the Afghanistan flight.
I didn't. You haven't pulled up? Okay.
We had a few guys sent over there.
I know there are a couple of cemeteries up that way.
I can't remember what was name of the bombs went off.
I went
We
to
did
that.
lose
I went
those.
to. That's why I was walking over there to check to see if that was Bowser. And what's your name now?
Scott Sanders.
Scott Sanders. Yeah. Has threatened to kill Dawn.
Somebody's name up.
Craziness. I mean,
Uh,
so
we were down there past her house. I think she lives on the Ben Hill Road. We were down past it, and there's like a gravel entrance, and we had an incident there. Went up the line and took the line back there.
okay, so
And, they did send us in there, but it was just turning the trucks around.
yeah,
I think
that's
maybe some other guys
that
were-
driveway is
What are
ridiculous.
you working on that? Is that the one where that creek's right there, that big old
Yeah.
dead tree? Yeah, we was working on that. I took the dead tree down.
Yeah, and their house was like
They don't come up there this morning. We come in after all that stuff happened. Talking about the president, yeah.
the day after
The
someone.
day, yeah. We're talking about him being in prison and all that shit. I come in, boy, that's just something. Who does that? You know, got a kid missing. Why the hell would you be going to talk about stuff like that?
The day next day, his
Oh, yeah.
favorite, his hero is Donald Trump. So they
Well, I know he was up on that morning when we got there.
like super early or.
Around probably 8:30.
Oh, he didn't go to work ahead. But yeah, that's
They actually got fired for tearing the line down, and this is his old truck and everything. I got his truck now.
No, he transferred over to Charlotte.
They haven't accused you of Candace.
Well, I'm Kenny Keller, the creator of Helicopter Online Ground School and author of the book Helicopter Check Ride. I had the privilege to go see one of my former students that started out with me over 10 years ago as a new kid right out of high school, and now he's a helicopter tree saw pilot. I spent 2 days watching him and his partner work the operation, the helicopter tree sawing, and it was absolutely amazing. These guys work awesome together as a team. They work a crazy schedule, 28 days on, 28 days off. They work really hard while they're away from their families, and then they get a break and get to go home for 28 days. This is an absolute amazing helicopter pilot job. I've been in and around helicopters for 20 years, and I was completely and entirely amazed by this operation. The tree saw hangs below the helicopter from an aluminum tube, and the tube basically just is a carry mount for the saw. The saw itself has a gas motor that drives the saws with a belt. Pilot operates the saw from inside the helicopter. He could start the unit, get the blades spinning and get them up to RPM, and he can also turn the saw in relation to the helicopter depending on how he's cutting. the skill to fly this helicopter and manage the saw and stay safe and clear of the power lines, keep track of everything going on the ground, make sure that you're not going to cause any damage to persons or property on the ground. It's just simply an amazing feat. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a share and leave your comments down below.
I mean, I would give my life for my daughter. Trust me. I would give my life for you. If someone was hurting any one of you or anything else, I would give my life for y'all. I mean, I would definitely give my life for my daughter.
Yeah.
Dawn,
So
do
if
you know
you
who
could talk
reported
on
the?
that- Oh, sorry.
No, go for it. I was just curious if anybody knew who reported the red truck as a tip.
Yeah, that was a eyewitness account. Okay, that was just somebody who's seen the truck in our area. There was no pictures or anything like that. So any pictures you might see is not it's not viable because it was actually somebody seen that truck down there. So we don't know who it was, exactly what kind of truck it was, or anything like that.
Before we move on, I want you to hear something I've never heard and I've never heard anybody talk about before. Notice he said it was at night. Somebody seen that red truck.
Pictures or anything like that. So any pictures you might see is not it's not viable because it was actually somebody seen that truck down there. So we don't know who it was, exactly what kind of truck it was, or anything like that.
I keep being asked, and I have for a while, but it's picked up some. So I keep being asked if I'm the one that reported the truck, the red truck, right? And I'm not. I didn't. I'm not the one that came from. If whispers and rumors are to be believed, I kind of know who did. I think I've talked to that person once, twice, for a pretty lengthy bit before JD shows up on the scene. At one point, about I'm not going to give specifics, but seemed to be a pretty good person of pretty good character to me. So anyway, there was a point, however, during all of this that, we were all starting to be asked about it. And asked, I have for a while, but it's picked up some. So I keep being asked if I'm the one that reported the truck, the red truck, right? And I'm not. I didn't. I'm not the one that came from. If whispers and rumors are to be believed.
Hold on, guys. I'm having problems with this. I don't know why. Let me get rid of what we're at till we get to this part. What do you think so far? There's another little short part about TT later on. And I think she's important to the case. I think that her searching day one is important. I think me catching her in my inbox in my life and signing up for things with my email is extremely important. I think her playing games with Squall and Annie Light is extremely important. I think her going to every thing there is for Summer, showing up for every single one of them is important. I think that her playing games with Candace, being Candace's friend, and then doing things behind Candace's back is important. I think that she has 10,000 accounts and trolls people with different names is important. I think TT has played a ton of fuck shit games in Summer's case, and I think she is important to Summer's case. Unfortunate, my artery was 99% blocked. Thank God, little Deb. I'm so happy you're still here with us. Oh, yeah. I think Jody Sue definitely knows more. Your ejection fraction is 40. You're lucky, little Deb. Mine's 12. It fluctuates between 15 and 12. Okay. And I've had it that way since I was in my 30s.
Keep being asked, and I have for a while, but it's picked up some. So, I keep being asked if I'm the one that reported the truck, the red truck, right? And I'm not. I didn't. I'm not the one that came from. If whispers and rumors are to be believed, I kind of know who did. I think I've talked to that person once, twice for a pretty lengthy bit before, JD shows up on the scene. At one point about, anyway, I'm not going to give specifics, but seemed to be a pretty good person, pretty good character. So anyway, there was a point, however, during all of this that, we were all starting to be asked about it. And, it took a little while in, but, we were all starting to be asked about it. Because, well, I don't really want to get into that either. But we were all being asked about it. And then, I did report because as I was running the survey lines and finding spikes and, getting everything ready for everything to do with JD, which we didn't know was going to be JD at that point. Obviously my health was bad, and there would be, basically every day I would do what I could to get the survey lines run, whatever, but I knew at a certain point, once I got downhill, that I would have to rest and stuff, or I couldn't make the walk back up. Especially if, if one of the certain vehicles hadn't been left there. So, I would generally get to the bottom and I'd sit for a while. And I was also on the hypervigilance thing, right? And at this time, all the traffic was coming in and out for the property sale still. And so I figured at that point that anybody else coming in, I could at least clarify that, well, the real estate pics were bullshit, and they indeed weren't getting rolling hills. Anyway, I was sitting there, for the most part, throughout the day, off and on, sometimes for an hour or two before my body would let me go back up. There were also, in the evening times, I would usually walk down to meet Voldemort after he'd gotten off work. So I was standing there at a certain time, usually every day, and there was a truck that kept coming in and out. And this truck and the person in it kind of stuck with me, which was odd because I'm not much on cars. There were some things where beta blockers a couple years ago kind of messed with everything, but it's usually Voldemort that was best with vehicles, and things like that, the past couple years. But he wasn't necessarily there during the times I was seeing this truck. And I did report that I was like, well, wait. I was like, there was this truck. It was coming in at the same time almost every day. The guy was being a little weird, but I thought it was traffic for something else. And it didn't really, I don't know. For some reason, the guy stuck with me. I mean, we were just inches apart most days. He passed me as I was standing at the very tip of the driveway. But for some reason, his face stuck with me. And that's something strange these days. So I did report it. And then it wasn't a description of the guy. Nothing really came of it. I didn't hear anything from anybody. And then it wasn't long after that. There was a post by someone, and it was shared into a group. But somebody had shared that they had a yard sale, and they didn't live very far from Candace and I on Ben Hill. And that Candace and Summer had been there, and I think the boys as well. I'd have to look back and see where I saved that, and I'll put it in the comments. So I don't know who this is. I still don't, for the life of me, know who it is. But at a certain point, I stopped digging because it didn't. Anyway, so this lady, after I'd reported the truck, and it did have ladder racks on it, but no ladders. The ladder racks were black, as I recall. And anyway, so like I said, I'll share her.
The reason I think Jody reported the truck is because you hear her say, I didn't report the truck, but just 2 seconds ago, you heard her say, and after I reported the truck. I think Jody's the one that reported a red truck. She also told me in a phone conversation that the red truck belonged to a Crawford.
Thing here in a minute in the comment section. But she describes a truck and a man coming in and out of where she's having the yard sale at, where Candace and the kids go. And that he was coming in and out, and it was a truck that hadn't been in there. And it matches the exact guy in the exact truck. And that's when I was like, this isn't right. And I tried to report it again, with the description and proof that I had previously said something to someone. That way it wasn't, well, you saw this on the internet and now you're saying. So I have proof that in my description came before this lady's post online, but her post was reshared into a group without her name or anything or information attached. And I was told it would be passed on to detectives, and I never heard anything. So I mean, and I thought, well, okay, must not be anything, and they must know it's not the same, whatever they're looking for is not the same guy or the same truck. But I did notice that after everything had happened and Summer had vanished, I didn't see this truck any longer. I've not seen the guy since. Same thing seems to have been the case with the other ladies 7 miles from us, where Summer and the boys and Candace had bought stuff at a yard sale. And at one point, Voldemort had told me to pass along information of where he thought that truck stayed, things like that. And I honestly can't say that he was right, but we passed that on as well. Still never heard anything. And I really don't know that Voldemort was right on that part, honestly. But I do know that I was seeing a red truck. It wasn't bright red. I know that I and the yard sale lady were seeing the same guy, both of which did not belong in our roads. He was coming and going from Ben Hill at a certain time of day. That even the woodcutters and crews and stuff weren't even in the hollow anymore. So, I still don't know who he is. I know that it seemed like that ladder rack was coming and going off of the truck. I can still see the guy's face, and I can still picture the truck and how high it was, and him looking at me and just, I don't know, but I figured if it was anything, somebody would have gotten hold of us, but no. Long story short, I was not the one that reported the truck. And so either way.
So who remembers about that yard sale? It was told that Candace went to that yard sale with Christopher Marcos right before Summer had gone missing. A lady posted it in a Facebook group, and Jody Sue was responding to that, saying, "Oh, wait, that's the same truck." To me, that's odd. I'd like Jody all these years later to elaborate on that. Let me see. She showed it from a side view. Yeah, I think I do remember that now, Ratch. He did say that, but I want you to remember discovering the truth, that the police are allowed to lie to us. They're allowed to come out to the news and lie. Even about the lie detector test, they said Candace passed. Anything the police come out to the news and say to not hinder a case, they're allowed to lie to us. Hey, welcome back, We Scottish. We're actually having a turkey for dinner. That makes sense. I'm glad you know who it was. Hey, Twister, are we on tonight at 9? All right, let's continue on. Oh, we listened to the end. Why did that go back? Okay.
I don't know. If I knew, believe me, you're like y'all. Just it's the same for y'all. If you knew, I'm sure you guys would be all over it, just like I would. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to stick with, you guys. Is I trust you guys. You guys have the love in your heart, and I hope that you think the same thing of me. That I would save your child just like you would save my child, and you would do anything to protect any child in this situation, and give your life for that child just like I would. I hope you believe me when I say that, because I would. Is what couple
Yeah,
weeks
just
or
like
two
I don't
later,
know, a couple.
yeah, that's awesome. So
Yeah,
happy
and
for her. So happy for her family. They're so
and everybody.
lucky. So,
Everybody was blaming the parents, and it wasn't the parents.
yeah,
So.
I know.
And I want to
Here's
address.
something to you that,
Oops, go ahead.
hey, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share something with you that you all don't know. Okay, and I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this to you. This is something I'm not supposed to share with you all. Okay. There was a little girl that disappeared out of Washington State. Okay. She was found in Australia on the dark web. So somehow she was taken from Washington State. They found her on the dark web being sold in Australia, and they found her on the dark web and got her and saved her. Now, how in the hell she went from Washington State to Australia and wherever like that, I know my detective is going to be pissed off for me telling you this.
Along with law enforcement, a private investigator is also still involved. He tells us that he's working parallel to law enforcement.
The reason I'm here today is because I do not want her name to go on the back burner. I don't want her case to be forgotten about.
It's not just the fear of what's unknown. It's fear that we may never know that keeps this case active for private investigator Chris Colball.
We were contacted by the family and asked to help with this case, and we accepted that.
All this time, I didn't pay attention to this. I thought they donated their services. They were contacted by the family. Dawn and Candace, I would like to know who recommended Chris and Trudy to you. How did you find them? Was it Tim? Was Chris and Trudy there before Tim or after? I would like to know an exact date of when Chris and Trudy came along into this case. Three-way calls with Squall, Chicken on a Stick, Athy, TT, Trudy playing fuck shit games out here in Summer's case, Penny refusing to talk to you, Twister no longer trusting you. Something's amiss here.
Since we've started, we've interviewed tens and tens of people.
Colball was hired by Candace and Dawn last year. Now, with Dawn in jail for parole violations, the investigator's job hasn't ended, just grown more challenging.
Still today, we still have communication with them virtually daily, but it's different than it was before. It's not face-to-face. It's not in person.
But it's different than what it was before. The investigators used drones and divers to aid in the search.
If we don't investigate all areas, then we're not doing her justice.
Still, there is nothing. No evidence that there was an abduction. There's no clear evidence she walked off. 1 year later, there's not much definitive evidence at all.
I am just having problems. Oh, hold on, guys. Let me try to fix this. I hate when my lives do this. Sometimes it's the background. Let me try to refresh. Remove some things. I apologize. This is why sometimes I put it in the videos instead, because Canva does this shit. All right, let's try to start it over.
Along with law enforcement, a private investigator is also still involved. He tells us that he's working parallel to law enforcement.
The reason I'm here today is because I do not want her name to go on the back burner. I don't want her case to be forgotten about.
It's not just the fear of what's unknown, it's fear that we may never know that keeps this case active for private investigator Chris Colball.
We were contacted by the family and asked to help with this case, and we accepted that. Since we've started, we've interviewed tens and tens of people.
CNC Investigations, led by Colball, was hired by Candace and Dawn last year. Now, with Dawn in jail for parole violations, the investigator's job hasn't ended, just grown more challenging.
Still today, we still have communication with them virtually daily, but it's different than it was before. It's not face to face, it's not in person.
But it's different than what it was before. The investigators used drones and divers to aid in the search.
If we don't investigate all areas, then we're not doing her justice.
Still, there is nothing. No evidence that there was an abduction. There's no clear evidence she walked off.
No clear evidence she walked off. No clear evidence of anything.
There's no clear evidence she walked off. 1 year later, there's not much definitive.
I'm going to get rid of this video. We're going to move on.
Now to an Amber Alert that does remain active this morning, as today marks 1 year since Summer Wells disappeared from her Hawkins County home. News Channel 11 has been covering that case since law enforcement first began their search in the Beech Creek community 1 year ago today.
And our coverage not slowing down at all. News Channel 11 will have continuing team coverage all day of what's unfolded since then, including new interviews. But first, before we recount the day, Ansley Daniel walks us through who's who in the Summer Wells case.
No one has been charged in the disappearance of the now 6-year-old little girl. There haven't been any leads and no tangible evidence on her whereabouts. But there are several people involved in Summer's life and now this case that you should know about. First, we have Summer's parents, Dawn Wells and Candace Bly. Together, they have 3 boys and Summer. Currently, Dawn is in jail for violating his probation stemming from a DUI charge. He's been on camera the most, but on the other hand, his wife hasn't been on camera much, just once with us and with Dr. Phil and a few times on YouTube. Last July, Child Protective Services removed Summer's older brothers from their home. According to Candace and law enforcement, they were the last to see the little girl. Their grandmother, Candace's mother, was also one of the last to see Summer, spending the entire day with her. This is Rose Bly. She's Summer's aunt and hasn't been seen since 2009 when she went missing from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin. The Wells are Seventh-day Adventist and they attended a church in Kingsport. Outside of her family, Summer is best known by church members, her Sunday school teacher Robin Lane, and family friend David Dotson. After Summer had been missing for several weeks, prayer circles were organized by community members like Timmy Etherton, and some of them were even attended by her family. Also helping the family, a private investigator, Chris Colball with CNC Investigations. Along with that, there's also a media manager. His name is Tim Mullen. Both are local. These people, along with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, and the FBI, and hundreds of searchers, all have the most vested interest in finding Summer. Here's the area of Hawkins County from where Summer went missing from. You'll notice that there is one main road that runs through the length of the entire county. There's also a river that does the same. And if it wasn't through the woods, it was through these main roads from where she went missing that connects Beech Creek to anywhere. So how does a child just disappear from an area like this? Well, most think not by accident.
Because she mentioned neighbors, she says the most invested in finding Summer. But to me, other than Rose Bly, that looked like a suspect list. I want you to remember that the police approve and usually go to the news when they want something put out. Was that put out purposely by the police for Ansley to do that and go through the most invested people? Notice who she mentioned. Chris Colball was a part of that. The private investigator who had mentioned to Dawn about a girl over in Australia that was being trafficked. But Dawn wasn't supposed to talk about that. Did we see anything on the news about that? How many people go trafficked like that, Dawn? I would like to know more about what your investigators and detectives told you, your higher ups.
That was News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel with photojournalist Chad Bricks.
Again, we will have continuing coverage all day as today marks 1 year since now 6-year-old Summer Wells disappeared.
But it's a fact. And,
Well,
but they saved that little girl from. They was trying to
That's
sell her on the dark web.
Yeah, I mean that stuff
Yeah,
happens all
yeah.
the
Thank
time.
God.
So I don't think that they should be
Thank
upset
God
with
and
you.
good detective work.
And
Yeah, I hope they're not mad at me for saying that.
so I know people are upset that I dropped Tennessee Truth, but she was going to ask you to not go on panels and stuff like that.
But I'm going to show y'all some clips from it because just some funny clips and parts of it that I love the most. And it got my heart. And just go over it a little bit on what was going on and stuff at the time. I had some other creators that went over it, and they didn't say anything bad, but I do want to make sure I clarify some stuff that went on that other creators had mentioned prior. I'm fiddling with the camera right now. Thank you guys. Never give me hugs. Everybody else will have to do. Uh-huh. Ron hug me already. Yeah. Brian, you're gonna be in this video. See your stuff too? Okay. I just want to feel. You're good. Huh? I'm like, yeah. Hey, Brian says hi. Oh, there's not some candies, y'all. They came to the tree events. Okay. What's up with us? Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Miss Thornton. Oh, shoot. I think that's just the cover. Dun, dun. Okay, guys. To say the least, I was surprised, and you can hear that in my voice. Okay. I was very surprised at that point in time. So that's to clear up, guys. I invite any parent of a missing child to the event, but I did not have any idea that Don and Candace was coming this time. And that right there was like, whoa. So, and that's one of the things I wanted to let you all know. Like, I had some other creators saying, well, it was all set up and everything. No, it wasn't. So, Lisa, I just wanted the event to be peaceful and great. I wanted it to be exactly what it turned out to be. There was some behind the scenes stuff that happened, but it was handled with grace and it was handled with care. And she really took care of it. Okay, Sherry, just give me just a second. I'll give you a link, baby girl. And she really took care of it. In a graceful way, might I say. About as graceful as Chibley can possibly be. Graceful. He calmed situations, and it turned out to be very beautiful. But anyway, all right, let's go on just a little bit further here, guys. Let y'all see. What's up? Just decorating the Christmas tree. You come to support Summer today? Did I? Yeah. Oh, did y'all come to support Summer today?
Well, don't I always support someone?
Say hi. That's what you need to be doing. There you go.
That's my daughter. I'll always support her.
Good, good. Well, we could use a good tall person to put this tree up.
I brought the man with me.
There you go.
You know, you're popped up on my phone when I was in church. So let's go live and see what Jinxie's is doing.
Well, we're gonna put this tree up. We got a lot of ornaments and stuff put on it, so y'all are welcome to join.
Glad they were doing it like here.
Yeah. Yes.
Heard they're building a bigger cinema.
Thank you,
out there.
Sassy. They're doing an IMAX in here, from my understanding.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's gonna be nice, from my understanding. Yeah. I can't wait. I love IMAXs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you standing right in the cold.
Yeah. They got a fan over here. No, wow. It's gonna be hot in a minute though, because this putting the tree up and everything. Well,
Oh, goodness, Billy.
everybody's coming in now. I just started the live up.
Yeah, it popped up. They gives me a 30-minute notification.
Yeah. TT's over here. Mm-hmm. Nana and TT.
What's that?
That's over Nana.
Sorry, man.
As you see, TT's always there and right in the middle of the drama. Every single time there's drama, she's there. She's been hidden in the background because she didn't want people to know. She was extremely mad at Jinkies for posting her picture on a thumbnail after the rap situation. Just so you guys know. She didn't want her picture posted. She wanted to be kept hidden. We got about 10 minutes left.
Mentioned earlier that that you already know that you're not really supposed. You said that you're not really supposed to be on panels or whatever, but you can't help it. We've already gone over that, right?
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Look,
So he knows.
it's
He
about
knows
my
that.
daughter. It's about
He knows
filming.
that.
Even
he also-
TBI, even TBI told me that. They're like, we know what you're trying to do. We know you can't help it, but they just told me, like, look, man, we just want you to know that we're doing everything we can, and we want you to know that firsthand. Because I've said on many YouTube channels, like, I don't know what the hell they're doing, and I was mad at them, and I lashed out at them, but they let me know right real quick, fast, and in a hurry that they are doing everything that they can. With tears in their eyes, they told me that. I mean,
And the person before that was going to try to tell you that I've said bad things about you before. You know that I've been critical of you before. We've already talked about this, right? You know that. I mean,
you know what? I've said bad things about me too.
So I mean, you guys, he knows. Like he knows. I promise you.
It's okay.
Like,
It's okay, man. It's the human brain. We all, man. My brain goes in the gutter for 1 minute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My brain goes this way and then that way. I get it. It's okay. It's
well,
okay.
they think they're telling you something that you don't know. I mean, you know, because I told you myself.
Right.
And
right.
So thank you, Tyratina.
Whoever said that, just tell them it's okay. We understand. We're human and we make mistakes. I'm my own worst critic. I get it. I mean, yeah.
Don, one more question. Did TBI do anything around the house, like check for fingerprints on that back door or anything like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. They took all kind of, they done a lot. Yes. They've done a lot. Yep. And they're still on the case. Like I say, they assured me of that, when I was in jail and everything like that. Ronnie Lawson. I got to talk to him extensively. He's a damn good guy. I have a lot of respect for him. He told me some stuff that I didn't know before, and he told me I probably shouldn't share it with y'all. But he's a good guy, man. I don't know what to say. I can't really elaborate. He'd probably be pissed. Damn it! I hate that. Shoot.
John, how old was Summer?
Share. I want. She was 5 years old. And she was going to school this year, and she didn't get to go to school. But yeah, that whole sheriff's department up there, man, they're awesome. I mean, golly, they really are. I can't believe it. The judge, so cool. Wow.
Yeah, that was cool. He let you out on a violation of probation like right away. That's
right.
That's unheard of.
He knows. Yeah, I mean, wow. I wish I could elaborate on.
Yeah,
I can't tell their life story. I can't tell you what they've been through. I just they'd kick my ass probably. I'd be back in jail. I mean, they done the best they could. They was really kind to us. I mean, Dr. Phil's got it going on. Trust me.
So that concludes this series of Dawn that Nature Lover posted. Please, guys, make sure you go sub up to her. She always has the best clips, and she has them all. I thought I had a lot. She got a lot more. But before we go, I thought one more video would be fun to watch, just a short one. Because I love watching Ziggy snap out so very much. Hold on, guys, because I didn't have it up. Let's listen to Ziggy scream for a few minutes. What do you think? Just for funsies. 10 minutes. Then I'm going to go. Peace and love. We'll talk about all this shit later. Twister, I hope you're still coming on tonight. I got to figure out some content for tonight, but my content was Twister coming up and speaking to me about what he's allowed to speak about. So I hope you guys will all join us. Let's hope he shows up. Otherwise, I have no content and we'll figure it out.
Ziggy is here. Ziggy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So can y'all hear? And let me make sure we're not trying to.
Any opportunity to text me, call me. I was just live about all this. We just talked about family. I do feel like family could be involved. Yes, like family of the Hills, the Bernards. We've been going after Andy Bernard since the beginning. He's family. He's family to Paul Hill. Karen's family to Paul Hill.
Well, hold on. Andy's in here. Andy's in here, guys. Jody Sue's in here. I'm going to drop a link for all you guys.
He's in the chat though, right? So he can come up. Why you so like pipe down, Ziggy? Ziggy, pipe down. You taking this real personally, and you have a whole history on this.
Problems between me and Tiffany, and you're just trying to cause problems, Benny. This is about Summer Wells.
Ziggy, this is about using your own words. Like you are all piped up.
You're talking shit, dude.
I'm talking.
What are you talking about?
So tell me what I've been wrong about, or tell me how you feel like I'm talking shit about you.
Talking shit. What are you talking about? 5 stories. What 5 stories? I'm waiting to hear it, Benny.
What 5 stories? What do you mean?
Reference what you're talking about?
What do you mean 5 stories?
Hole in the community. Why are you using it for bank? Are you done on drugs now? Your mom's out of town? Why are you doing this?
My mom is downstairs, and all of a sudden because it's not going. Hey, can you mute her for? Hey, Ziggy, mute her for a minute.
Hold on, guys. Wait.
Ziggy,
what is it
about drugs and this and that? Don't you have a past of drugs too? Because you're the one seems like you're twitching all out on the internet, sweetie. You're up all night like wandering around in a room.
You were just talking good about Fred like a couple weeks ago. Now all of a sudden you.
Yeah, now all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of new stuff.
Oh, sure.
Ziggy.
What about Fred? Sure. What?
Ziggy, hold on now. Pipe down.
It's just lies.
You got it's lies.
Causing fucking bullshit.
Pipe down, Ziggy. Just wait a minute. Pipe down.
Hey, Ziggy, let him talk, and then you can answer.
Why did Fred tell Ernie?
He text me. He doesn't care. He wants.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I'm very careful about having contact with people in my real life. I don't want to invite you. Listen, Ziggy. I don't want to invite tarot card readers into my real life, sweetheart. That's the honest God truth of it.
How long ago was it that I did that? Have I done it since?
So why listen to me? You're really showing your cards here, Ziggy. And no pun intended. What do you mean it has to? My mom is out of town, and so I'm on drugs, and that's why I'm telling the truth about you. What are you talking about, Ziggy?
Why are you acting like?
No. You're not gonna skate out of this, Ziggy. You're not gonna skate out of this.
Okay.
My mom is out of town, so I'm on drugs, right?
Well, I don't know. You obviously.
No, you seem to know. You and Donna Serafina got all the answers, baby. You seem to know. You're not. Pipe down. Settle down. Settle down.
No, we could have had it. What could have called
Listen, Ziggy. Listen.
I would have had a conversation with you. I would have gone to a panel with you.
Ziggy, pipe down.
Because you're fucking trying out accused. What is it? This is serious to us, Benny.
Why is it so serious?
Because this is our life.
It's what? It's your life?
With fucking law enforcement.
You chose this life, Ziggy.
Okay, but I'm married to him now, Benny. I understand.
No, yeah, I get it, and I hope that's I hope that's in you.
Because I'm Fred's wife.
Because what?
Because I'm Fred's wife, you can harass us. Is that what you're saying? You're just playing games, dude.
I'm playing games.
It's real. No, what? Ask the real questions. Talk about Summer Wells.
I'm on drugs because my mom's out of town, right? Okay, Ziggy. Try again, Ziggy. Now check this out. Hey, Ziggy.
Erratic. Why are you fucking talking?
Erratic? What are you talking about? You are screaming and hollering. What are you?
You're putting posts up about Fred Lane.
Ziggy, how come you and Fred? Listen, Ziggy, Hey, Ernie, please, I have a question, and she's not gonna let me get my question in, bro.
Go ahead.
Why
go
did
ahead.
you
You go
give?
for it.
Why did you and Fred? Hold on. Why did you and Fred? Ziggy, please stop. Just one. Let me get one question in, please. Why did you? Golly,
Ziggy, Ziggy, let him ask his question and y'all let you answer.
You set this up. This whole
set this up.
No. Hold on,
How
Ziggy.
did
Go
I
ahead.
set
man.
this up?
I asked
Why
the
did
question,
you and
Ziggy.
Fred give Ernie the information about Cody Compton and send him out there on that? That's my question.
could set him up to put him on camera here with Biddy. Biddy could always ask us.
No. You heard my question, Ziggy. Why did you and Fred give Ernie the Cody Compton information? What does that have to do with any of it?
What are you talking? There's a Cody Compton who lives right there around the 35.
You aren't answering my question. They are at Fred. Listen, they're at Fred. How come you're not talking about Cody Compton then, but you want Ernie to talk about him?
I'm talking about Cody Compton right now. What are
No,
you
you're
talking-
screaming. No one can hear anything you're saying,
What are
Ziggy.
you talking about, Benny? What? Something is dangerous.
What's that now?
We don't want to talk about anything dangerous. Ernie's the one that wanted to take it on. That's why we weren't going to talk about it. Fred,
What's dangerous about it?
He Bible boards. Benny, you don't know these people.
Listen, why is it dangerous to Fred?
Ziggy, you have brought so many dangerous people out here to the public. I don't think you're thinking properly. Why are these people more dangerous than the rest? I just thought it was funny to hear her, yes, dramatics. I thought it was completely hysterical listening to this because I hadn't heard it last week when it came out. Last night was the first time I heard it, and I was cracking up at her screaming. This is what she does. This is what Ziggy does. Lips made him cry. Dude, there was a girl on his chat last night that made this whole video about Woohoo. I'm telling you, you got to watch it. I might clip it and put it out if it's okay. Because I thought it was the funniest fucking shit ever. She, was parodying so many creators, and it was piss your pants funny. Mr. T is the name of the channel. Please go watch it. You have to. It was completely fucking hysterical. All right, guys, but we heard Ziggy yell. We finished on. I'm going to be back tonight, hopefully with Twister. I'll try to make some content. If not, we'll just bullshit an open panel to anybody that wants to come up and talk about the PIs and TT and Squall and all of that good stuff. Until then, I'll see you later. Peace and love. See you tonight. Bye. Have a good day.